So I find that one of the most frustrating things about single player games is that you can only really play them like once or twice before you're done with it, or at least to the point to where you're satisfied to what you've played with. And in most cases, I find that to be a net negative. And you can tell that that makes me an RPG fan since most normal people can't even imagine playing a game from start to finish more than twice. Um, maybe they go for a different ending or maybe they pick a different playstyle on their second run. But besides that, most players, they might play the game through to the end like twice if they even finish it at all. So I understand that I'm the outlier here, and playing a single player game for more than 500 hours isn't normal, and I get that. But that's what it's like for me, and like I would say at least 90% of the open world games that I play, and I've only really gotten that from like 7 or 8 games. But that's exactly what Cyberpunk has done for me. And no matter how much I replay it, no matter how many times I replay the same enemy encounters, no matter how many times I replay with the same playstyle, no matter how many times I completed the game, which is at least like a dozen at this point, I have lost count. But it simply does not get old doing the same shit over and over and over again. And it's an anomaly, obviously. And also, I think Cyberpunk has sort of hacked my brain because in a lot of open world games that I played before Cyberpunk, I would just go from objective to objective or bandit camp to bandit camp, and I would never really take time to take the game in and just drive around that city with the radio on and do basically nothing. Before I was like, I really don't have time for that shit. I got work in like 2 hours. And so I'd rush from like one point of interest to the next. But like I've said before, this game is so damn atmospheric and vibey that it's literally impossible for me to go more than an hour of playing and to not open up photo mode or to just hop in one of my 15 Mustang variants and just cruise around for a little bit. But I've never had so much fun, well, at least outside of Baldur's Gate 3 for this, but I've never had so much fun mixing and matching different builds and weapons and just seeing what happens across different playthroughs. Now, I'm going to be honest, and you can probably tell from the gameplay that I'm showing you, I don't usually go with the most difficult difficulty. I usually just leave it on like the regular difficulty, at least until I reach Phantom Liberty, the DLC. And that's because I like to at least have the option to listen to a podcast or watch videos while I'm completing gigs or the NCPD scanners. As I've said before, the story of the base Cyberpunk 2077 game does absolutely nothing for me at all. I do not give a single fuck about the story of the base game. Like, I swear, they could replace half of the main characters from the base game story, and legit, I don't think I would like be able to notice for a little bit. Eventually, I'd catch on, but that's how little I care about the base story of this game. And obviously, to anyone who has more than 2 brain cells, the Phantom Liberty story is just leagues better, and so I like to give all my attention to those quests and those cutscenes. The weird thing is, though, is that I don't value them differently. Like, the base game, I don't value it less than the DLC. To me, they're almost in a way like different games that I could just play differently and have just as much fun doing either of them. And like every single gun, every single melee weapon, every cyberware augment, genuinely, every tool you have at your disposal in Cyberpunk is just more fun than anything else that there is on the market right now. At least in terms of like single player games. And that's another reason why I like it so much, is I don't have to be like all locked in and like don't want to get off because I've played 6 hours and I didn't gain any ranked points or RR Valorant. But I can play Cyberpunk for like 30 minutes if that's all I have and be satisfied with it. And like I said before, it just does not get old. And I'm not sure it ever will. Despite all the controversy that surrounded this game for some time, it is still one of the most engaging and complex games that we've ever received. Like, I don't think you can honestly dispute that otherwise. I don't care if they haven't delivered on their original vision, end quote, as a lot of morons just like to parrot. It's a fun and addictive video game. That's really all that matters. Who cares about the original premise or whatever if you're having a good time? But whatever, I'm gonna stop because I'm not even trying to get into all that. But yeah, I don't know, like, I could see myself playing nothing but Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3 if I was forced to just play those 2 games until GTA 6 came out. These games have probably at least half my playtime over the past 3 years, with over 2,000 hours combined for just these 2 games. To me, at least, that's insane. I know some multiplayer gamers, they have thousands of hours in a single game, and I don't know, good on you, bro. But yeah, I love playing this game. I doubt I'll ever get burnt out or tired of playing it. And again, outside of Baldur's Gate 3, it is the most fun I've had playing anything probably ever. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. I got to hurry up and upload this so that I can start on my Iron Gold review. Yes, I play video games and read books equally. What are you going to do? Cancel me? I don't care. Nah, for real though, I appreciate y'all watching this. And yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you next time.